My husband wants me to give up all my birthday presents and ask for his vacation tickets instead. So I booked him a permanent trip out of my life. We got married when I was 17, partly because I was pregnant and partly because we were madly in love. He dropped out of college to get a full-time job as a line cook, and he's really good at it. I am currently going to college fully covered thanks to my scholarships. He's done irrational things in the past, such as buying a $1,700 new computer, and then complaining about having no money. He's disrespected me in the past by ignoring my opinions, swearing at me, but I've never been angrier than I am right now. My husband asked me a couple of months ago to give up all of my future birthday presents and instead ask for plane tickets to Evo. I was a little miffed, but I understood why he wanted to go as his friend lives in Vegas and was going too. So I said, sure. Yesterday we were talking about the plans, and he said that we were bringing Candace with us. I told him that I didn't think it was a good idea, as I've flown with her several times to visit my parents in New England, and I know how rough it is. I also told him that it wouldn't be as enjoyable for me if she came, as I am her primary caretaker, and I didn't want to spend our vacation doing what I normally do except in Vegas. He got really mad at me, saying that he just wanted his friend and his friend's family to meet her. Later, when we were having dinner at my mother-in-law's, who I love very much, she asked if Candace was staying with her during our trip. He said no, we're bringing her to meet our friends. I told him that I really didn't want to do that, and mother-in-law said something like, won't you have more fun with just the two of you? At which he got upset and said that they really wanted to meet her and that we should shut up. He also had put off changing Candace's diaper before we came to dinner and made his mother do it. Edit. She did not want Candace to suffer just because he didn't want to do it. Those two things combined made me incredibly angry, but I don't know what to do about it. He's done the diaper thing before, but this time it just seemed so incredibly self-centered. Update. Kinda. Just brought him dinner in the hopes that he'd be in a good mood when it finished, so we could talk. And he got mad at me for not having cut the chicken on his salad into small enough pieces. I stood my ground in a way by saying, I don't want to pick out all of the chicken and cut it smaller. If I get you a knife, would that be okay? And he said, what the fuck? I'm busy right now, and you can't do this for me? I don't want it anymore. Just throw it away. Then later that day, he apologized for yelling at me, and we sat down and talked, and he said that Candace doesn't have to come with us, but it would make him a little sad. Update. 9.5 months later. We started marriage counseling, and I began to realize exactly how selfish a person he is. The therapist asked, what is the biggest problem you're having with your partner? To each of us. His response? Well, I don't like it when she fact-checks me. It makes me angry because it seems like she doesn't trust me. My response was, I do not feel respected. He does not see us as equals, and I can't continue being his emotional punching bag. She told him after a month or so of sessions that he needed to seek individual therapy for his emotional instability, because he kept lying and contradicting himself to the therapist. What's the point of going if you pretend everything's fine and dandy? About October, I told him that I couldn't continue the relationship. He was getting more and more aggressive and even punched a hole through our wall. He started throwing things, and his fuse was incredibly short, so I told him I was done. It wasn't healthy for me, and it wasn't healthy for our daughter. Skipping ahead a bit to my current situation, I have moved up with my parents. Divorce papers were filed about a month ago, and luckily he agreed to all of the things we discussed. I'm very glad there was no conflict on that front, but his mom is a divorce lawyer, so she wouldn't have let him mess around. Candace is very happy because she gets to play with her grandpa anytime she wants. I don't really have any connections here other than my parents and brother, but that's okay. I feel so much happier just being away from him. Now I've just got to find a job.